From Dhaka, this is Tahmina Nupur and you are watching BSS News. At first, the headlines. High Court directs creation of separate Judiciary Secretariat in 3 months. ICT-3 may be formed to expedite trials of enforced disappearance cases, says law advisor. Red notice move against TNZ, Dard and Roar fashion owners. Education advisor expresses hope for swift resolution to campus deadlock. Afghanistan quake, toll rises to more than 1,400, says government spokesman. Now the details. High Court directs creation of separate Judiciary Secretariat in 3 months. In a historic judgment, the High Court today restored the authority of the Supreme Court over the control and discipline of subordinate court judges. The court also directed the government to create a separate secretariat for the judiciary within 3 months. The verdict was delivered by a High Court Division bench of Justice Ahmed Sohel and Justice Debasish Chowdhury. The bench declared the rule absolute and struck down the amendment to Article 116 of the Constitution, restoring its original 1972 provision. The judgment followed hearings that concluded on 13th August 2025. Advocate Mohammad Shishir Monir appeared for the writ petitioners, while Attorney General Mohammad Asaduzzaman represented the state. Senior lawyer Sharif Bhuiya acted as amicus curiae and lawyer Ahsanul Karim appeared as intervener. The writ petition was filed on 25th August last year by 7 Supreme Court lawyers challenging Article 116 and the Judicial Service Discipline Rules 2017 and seeking a separate judicial secretariat. Following the preliminary hearing, a High Court bench issued a rule on 27th October last year asking why the provision should not be declared inconsistent with the Constitution. After several hearings from both sides, today's verdict was pronounced. ICT-3 may be formed to expedite trials of enforced disappearance cases, says law advisor. Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Advisor Dr. Asif Nazrul this morning, Tuesday, said the government may set up International Crimes Tribunal-3 to speed up trials of crimes including enforced disappearance. He made the remarks while inspecting the International Crimes Tribunal building and its adjoining areas. Dr. Asif Nazrul said the government is giving the highest priority to the trial of crimes against humanity. Justice will be ensured for killings, enforced disappearances, and torture committed by the previous government, he added. The advisor said that once the tin shed building now housing ICT-2 becomes vacant, ICT-3 may be established there. This would help to expedite trials of enforced disappearances and other international crimes, he said. He also said judges, prosecutors, and investigators are working with sincerity on these cases. He stressed that justice, rule of law, and human rights must be restored in the interest of the country and democracy. Trials of crimes such as the killing of over 1,000 students and people during the July uprising and the maiming of thousands more are indispensable, he added. Red notice move against TNZ, Dard and Roar fashion owners. The government has moved to issue Interpol red notices against the owners of 3 garment factories, TNZ Group, Dard Group and Roar Fashion Limited, over allegations of staying abroad for a long time and failing to pay workers. The accused are Managing Director of TNZ Group Shahadat Hossain Shamin, Chairman of Dard Group Ittimadullah, Managing Director of Dard Group Nabiludullah and Managing Director of Roar Fashion Limited Mominul Islam. The move follows cases filed with the Labour Court in Ghazipur and the 1st and 3rd Labour Courts in Dhaka under the Ministry of Labour and Employment. A letter signed by the Additional Inspector General of Police at the National Central Bureau has been sent to Interpol requesting the red notices. Advisor of the Ministries of Labour and Employment and Shipping, Brigadier General retired Dr. M. Shakwat Hossain said the government is committed to protecting the rights of workers and will take a strict stance against those acting unjustly. He added that legal proceedings are underway to ensure pending wages and dues are paid. Chief Advisor Special Envoy for International Affairs Lutfi Siddiqui said negligent behavior by factory owners regarding workers' rightful claims will not be tolerated and must have consequences. He praised the Labour and Employment Advisor for his firm action. Education Advisor expresses hope for swift resolution to campus deadlock. Education Advisor Professor Dr. Chowdhury Rafiqul Abrar today Tuesday expressed optimism that the ongoing stalemate at several educational institutions will be resolved soon through dialogue. Speaking to the reporters at the Secretariat, Dr. Abrar described the current situation as unfortunate and said the Ministry of Education is deeply concerned about the disruption to academic activities. He said, education is being hampered at a number of universities due to unexpected incidents, which is not desirable. We believe everything will be resolved through constructive discussions. The advisor assured that the ministry is ready to provide all necessary support and cooperation to bring the crisis to an end quickly. Afghanistan quake toll rises to more than 1,400, says government spokesman. A powerful earthquake struck eastern Afghanistan around midnight Sunday, killing more than 1,400 people and injuring thousands so far. The 6.0 magnitude quake hit mountainous provinces near the Pakistan border, followed by several aftershocks. Many homes built of mud and stone collapsed, leaving villagers to dig through rubble with bare hands. The Taliban government spokesman Zabiullah Mujahid said 1,411 people were killed in Kunar province, the hardest hit by the magnitude 6.0 earthquake, and 3,124 were injured. Head of the Kunar Provincial Disaster Management Authority, Ahsanullah Hassan, an emergency operation continued throughout the night, but many injured people in remote villages still needed evacuation. The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres said the organization is working with authorities to assess needs, provide emergency aid, and has announced an initial $5 million in support. Survivors described the devastation. A 14-year-old boy named Akhlaq said his house collapsed, killing most of his family. He managed to rescue his father, but said many victims remain trapped under rubble without help. Afghanistan is prone to earthquakes, and past quakes in Patkita and Herat provinces killed thousands and left tens of thousands homeless. That's all for today. For more information, visit bssnews.net. Thanks for watching.